Once again, hello everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, doing a little more Minecraft. But we're not doing, necessarily any builds or anything. We are in my donation room, of course, in random. Now, I was actually going to take this room down after the mob tower got built. As you can see, there are 2 chests missing here. And you can probably hear zombies dying in the background. But, because there's nothing left in these chests except some crap that I'd put in, but then people started to fill them again. They really were empty. People had basically raped them for all they were worth. And I was like, well, I'll just take the chests because chests can be useful. But then people started putting stuff in again, and it was a really good way for me to put extra cobble and dirt in, so I left it. Anyway, there's something I want to show you guys. First, I'm going to peek into here and see if anything floated downstream. Well, a couple pieces of zombie meat. Anyway, there's a guy named 8-Bit on this server, and he likes to go adventuring with me. He's like, hey, you gonna go? And I was like, well, okay, today I decided to. Anyway, we can probably peek into this pyramid real quick while I'm telling the story, because I haven't looked in here yet. Oh, that's kind of impressive. And he said, okay, we'll go adventuring. Well, we wanted to go to a place called Utopia and head in the -X direction, because according to our map render, that was new chunks, and we were going to render some new chunks. Oh, this is pretty big. So the portal was down. It wasn't working. So we said, okay, well, we can go to random and head in the -X direction. That's also new chunks. But we know that if you continue to go in the -X for a long time, you'll hit an ocean biome. And we're like, well, we don't know how much land there is in the -X before we hit the ocean biome. But we know it's there because we've seen on the map, if you follow the direction down the -X, there's land down there, but between that there's ocean. However, this was like a little island off jutting to the side, an island of land if you want. Big, but it was rendered before the 1.8 update, I believe. So I said, okay, we'll go this way. We will just check the -X in random and render some new chunks. Maybe we'll find some cool NPC villages. Maybe we'll find an abandoned mine. You know, then we'll just find some riches, and then we'll be done. So as we started to walk here. This is -X, okay, and we found something really cool, and that's what we're going to today. I'm going to show you exactly what we found, and it's not that far from random, as you can see. Well, it's only a couple hundred chunks, so I'm going to walk along the beach here, and then across a little bit of water. It's not going to take too long, and you'll find where we're going. Now, we were exploring, and we found this desert biome here. And it's sort of a desert island biome because each island is just nothing but desert and it's sort of connected. And we found squid here. He goes, oh, squid. So we started to squid hunt in that ocean right there. And I said, I found some squid here. And I said, yeah, I found some squid here too. So we started this hunt. And my hunt led me over to that back area, which is where we're headed to. Now, this little landmass kind of wasn't here. I sanded this in to connect these two. This was here, but this ended about here, and I actually built this little walkway just to make it easier on me, but I didn't build a walkway to the other beach, but it's only like 20 chunks of sand. But as we're walking here, we have some hovering sand, the magical hovering sand. There's actually hovering sand all over the place. I didn't go the right way to show it to you. I guess I'll show it to you. When new chunks spawn initially, sometimes you'll get hovering sand. And, okay, it's over there. I'm not going to walk back. But there is also some hovering sand here, as you can see. I think there's some around here. No, we passed it. It's an area back there, back over there. I'm not going to go to, but there's a little piece up there hovering in the distance, and that's also hovering sand. I'll get to that. I'll show that to you. But anyway, our squid hunting took us out to here. Mine took me around that sand pit that you see, the sand island, and back this way. And it actually ended about here. But right here, there were exactly two wild pumpkins growing on that hill where that grass is. And there's also a red flower back there that I'll probably grab. They're not rare anymore, but they're still uncommon. I think the ratio when you plant bone meal is about 7 to 4 or 7 to 3, judging by how much I get in my chests. So anyway, I found some wild pumpkins up on this ledge here. And I harvested them. I was like, oh, pumpkins, smack, smack, smack. They were actually up here. Yeah, right here. There's one about here, one about here. So I go, and he's like, where are you going? Oh, pumpkins, I see. I was like, yeah, we found some. So then when I walked back down to meet him on the beach, I said, well, you know what? Why don't we just dig here, see if we find anything special. This is pristine land, because if it wasn't pristine, those pumpkins would have been gone. So this beach was a little bit narrow and long, and I said, well, why don't we just dig here? This was just a shot in the dark. And he's like, all right, we'll dig. So I started digging down here, removing the sand. Then we found a sandstone barrier, so obviously this is a sandstone biome. And right here there was a drop. And we're like, we see cobble. This is a spawner. So we dropped down here. I died, but I came back. He cleared out and freed my stuff. And we found this. This grass is actually where Mossy used to be. We thought there was a way to change the glitch out these spawners by growing grass under them. There's not, but anyway, and I built the skylight here to get some sunlight in here, and I should probably put glass up there. And there's one tiny spot spylight on this one. You can drop down here, and it only takes off like a heart and a half. You know, we found this. This was a shared dungeon, obviously. These two dungeons had spawned so close to each other, they had shared a wall. Now, not this big of a room. There was a little bit of a walkway back to here, and it ended. A little bit of a dark cave. So 8-Bit, the guy I was exploring with, he decided to hollow it out to the end of the natural cave we found and make it all cobble. So it's like, so it now resembles and represents one large dungeon. It'd be really cool if there was a third one right there. This one I believe is a spider, and that one is a zombie, or vice versa. But these are spider and zombie respectively. And so we put a bed here, and we set this up slowly. Took about half an hour to an hour to. He set all this up. I was just making cobble, and I said, well, this was the unused corner back here, and because he was hollowing out that area at the time. So I said, I'm gonna build a mine shaft down here, because since we built this little cave, this could be our new home while we're mining. Because every time we mine, we set up a bed and a safe room. Ironic to think that a safe room is where 2 spawners are, but if you just seal them off like this with torches, you won't even need this many. You need about 3 on the spawner. They stop spawning. There's enough light. So I said, okay, I'm going to dig down here while you're busy there. He goes, okay. So I started digging down straight and initially found nothing for a while, but then I found a cave. And I'm not going to show you this cave directly, but the cave actually dropped where that sandstone is. There was a big hole here. Not this, but where I started putting sandstones where there was a hole, and it dropped down to here. So, and I had sandstone on me, so it was only building material, so I just plopped it down there. So I dropped, killed some mobs in here, and I explored a little bit of this cave. I'm not going to show you the whole cave, it's just another cave. You've seen a million of them if you've seen one. But we haven't explored all of it yet, but we're getting there. But anyway, that's not the highlight of this little episode. I said, well, this cave was great. There was actually a lot of gold just hanging around here, and some iron. So I said, this is great. But I'm not going to veer from my intended course. I'm going to try and go to bedrock. So I kept going down. And, okay, right here, there was gold. I built a mine shaft here later, okay. There was just gold here, like a chunk here, and then a little bit of coal here. Or 2 pieces of iron or something. And I said, you know, smack, smack, smack. I'll make this a landing here then. And so from right here, I said I'm gonna make this a landing, and this landing will be another level of the shaft. And then I started to continue on it. But as I was making the landing, found this cobble. Just right off the bat, found this cobble and another spawner. And as you can see, the spawner became a hub for more mine passages. God, I can't talk today. Let me eat some rotten flesh for a minute. My guy is starving. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Okay, we're good now. That sickness only lasts 20 seconds, and you're good. So, this became a hub. So we just found 3 spawners, and it keeps going down, but we haven't found another one yet. But then again, I haven't really expanded too much on this. I might find another one. But that's not even the biggest highlight. Well, that probably is the biggest. But another one of equal magnitude, it was up here. So now we found 3 spawners. That's a skeleton spawner down there. And this was zombie and spider, so we found all 3. And we asked someone to come check it out. He's like, okay, I'll come check it out. So we're showcasing this to people as we find them. And I had actually checked out this beach a little bit and built a little breadcrumb trail here because I was just checking the beach out. And I found a cave here. And this isn't even that impressive, but this is all, except for a tiny bit of iron that I mined out of here. This is all still pristine. And so I think the iron was there. So And this goes back up to the surface right there. But this hollows down naturally for a pretty impressive amount of distance, as if someone had made this, as if someone was following veins of coal that we haven't mined yet. And it goes down. This is probably about 80 chunks. Another vein coal, and it ends here. I might expand on this. I might clean this up a little bit, make this another mine tunnel, because it's always a race to get more resources, and I need to actually harvest more trees, to be honest, about 9-10 more stacks of lumber. I'm not looking forward to that, by the way. But anyway, let me get out of this cave here. So I found this cave, but you know, that's the little breadcrumb trail back. So I was wondering if there was any more pumpkins around here. And now, oh shit, creeper time. Alright, you're gonna die. Let's get rid of you. Did you drop gunpowder for me? Of course not, but you dropped some EXP balls and oh shit. Bad example. I think my bed, though, is in the spawn pit. Oh yes. So I don't even have to say I'll be right back. This is my new home for a while, and it's just right around the corner. Of course, when a creeper blows up in water, he does very little to zero damage. Just to you. So, let's just go back to the creeper hole. I'm going to call that the creeper bath from now on. Yeah. And just get all my stuff. Alright, let's just... I don't even have that much stuff on me. He didn't do any damage. See this? Oh, and this is a glitch. Oh, no, is this a glitch or not? Yeah, I think I just grabbed my torches, but they're still there. But they're not actually there. I have my torches right here. But that happens sometimes. You grab stuff that happens when you blow up, and it'll stay there. But it's not really there, because you've already grabbed it. Well, anyway. That's a hint to always reset your spawn to where you're going to be doing anything. Whether it be a film or whatever. Anyway, someone actually pointed out that there was a spawner around here because he was coming from this direction so we could show off our cave. And I go, really? So I came around this corner, and like I said, I can't give credit to myself or to 8-Bit. This was actually found by someone else. But he was coming from this direction in the daytime, so he didn't plant torches. He goes, just a spawner up there. I was like, oh, cool. And then he was impressed with our cave. Then I found it. I was like, where is it? He goes, it's around the corner. And look what we found. I'm standing, this line right here is line 77 height. And this, look at this. This is exactly, except for the torches, in the pristine condition. We didn't change any of this. I did not hollow this out to open this up. This was just like this. And I think this is actually kind of more impressive than the dual spawner sharing the same cave, because you don't find spawners up at level 77, usually. And you don't find them in such great-ass condition as this. This is a perfect dungeon. The chest loot was crap. It was some bread, some wheat, buckets and iron, and maybe some gunpowder. You know, it wasn't that impressive. Nothing like cocoa beans. The only thing we care about in dungeons is apples and cocoa beans, and that's it. Everything else is just pretty much crap. So, we got this now. So now we have a touristy location. We have a skeleton spawner up here. That's skeletons. I didn't mention it. A little tunnel passage of just minor importance, minor relevance, and minor impressiveness. Now we have... I'm going to put up a sign here, and I'm going to call that creeper bath. Skeletons want my head, and I'm not sure what to call that. I wanted to call it the Wiener Cave for some reason. I don't have a reason. It's long and fat. I don't know, but I just need myself crude and stuff. But anyway, I'm about done. This is all I had to show, but I thought it was impressive enough to show you how damn lucky you can be in Minecraft. Just finding interesting things like this. And I'd never have the heart to destroy spawners because I just think they have appeal like this. So that's all I really got. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you were as equally awed as we were when we found this, because the jaws just hit the floor, especially that last skeleton spawner up top. So, hey, if you got any comments, feel free to post, subscribe if you'd like, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.